There is one remote corner of the sports world where Lance Armstrong may still be welcome. Here with details is WSJ senior sports editor Kevin Hilliker. Kevin, thank you so much for being here.
Good to be here.
So I understand he's really welcome at this site called Strava. What is Strava? If I'm pronouncing it correctly, I hope.
It's a club to which anyone can belong. So Lance is welcome there. Strava is both an app and a website where cyclists both log their training records and compete with each other on any random stretch of road or pathway that somebody decides to make a racetrack.
So you say this is a club that anyone can join. Sound kind of disparaging there. Is this the only reason he's really involved?
I think it's called, they're calling themselves a social network, so of course they want anybody and everybody. Facebook, of course, doesn't discriminate. Anybody can join Facebook.
Gotcha. But this is not an official partnership. This is him just being a site user.
It is Lance being a site user and being what is called on the site King of the Mountain for most of the segments that he races.
And now, what is King of the Mountain?
So King of the Mountain is a term from the Tour de France, and it's the person who won a particular hill. If you were the fastest up that hill, you're king of that mountain. And on Strava, if you have the fastest time around Central Park of the many thousands who have ridden that, you're king of that mountain.
So they use it even, I understand, for running as well.
It is now being used as for running as well. It began 3 years ago. It began as a cycling app and has now moved to running. It can basically be used in any endurance sport, with the exception of swimming, because it doesn't work underwater.
And now, we know Lance Armstrong is a pretty controversial figure broadly, but what about on this site? How have the users received him?
So when you post an event on the site, if I go out and run 6 miles and I post it on the site, my followers can make comments. So that's where you see comments on Lance's site. And there are some negative ones. He's posted since the Oprah interview, but on the whole, they're very positive. They're saying that they always took inspiration from him and that they still are. And I have to say, he posted a week after the Oprah interview, he posted a 7-mile run that was at an incredibly steep elevation, and he did 6.5 minute pace. So the guy still got it.
Well, he's saying on his page, though, that he is the winner of the 7 Tour de France competitions. Still
he
bold.
Doesn't say that. He says my rivals, peers, and teammates tell me that I won the Tour de France 7 times. I mean, I guess that will always technically be true. They were taken away, but he's definitely sort of striking a defiant pose on that page.
Well, worth checking out. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll have more on that on the site today.